Sinterklaas is coming to town. This is the first episode following the main crew they're in Copenhagen airport to make it to Amsterdam. That's what Ern's doing. Where Al has been arrested because a pair of groupies that trashed his hotel room while fighting. And that was funny because it was like it was a white and a black European girls in his room.
Yeah.
And they were like getting it on, and then the white one said the N word.
Yep.
And then
girl was like,
what'd you say? And then she said the N word again. And then she got slapped, and then they had and that's the funny part. They had a fight in his hotel room and he goes to jail.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
However, it's not like he's suffering that bad in that jail. It's actually quite cushy. Yeah. And he's like, could you get me some food? And he even has a clapper light, night light in his room.
Man. I'm like, it just goes to show you how different, in different countries, man, they actually, in jail, you go to jail, they actually, it's rehabilitation. Unlike some countries, America.
Oh, man.
Slave labor, boy.
It's tough talking about America these days. We'll get there. That there.
Was crazy. And then he was like, man, can I take a nap before? Because he was like, your behind has been posted. Can I take a nap real quick? Can I even get my lunch? Yeah, sure. You want me to turn the lights off for you? Yeah, sure. Okay, thank you.
That's the funny part. Man. He wanted to wait till he had his lunch first. Most people hate prison food.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess it's a cushy prison. I wonder if that's how it is over there, or if they were just giving him the celebrity treatment because he's a celebrity.
No, I've seen in like actual pictures of like actual prison cells, and that's in some countries in Europe. I ain't gonna say all, but in some countries, like I think he was in Copenhagen, right?
Yeah. Or
that's in Denmark.
Amsterdam, I think is where they ended up.
Yeah, in some parts in Europe, they actually like when someone will actually try to reform them and give them decent,
accommodations
like that. Mm-hmm.
Man, that's not fair. I mean, I guess it's good for them. Good for them.
Yeah, that rehabilitate the person, but yeah.
And also, like, so Ern had like, he also stressed about like to these promoters or whatever, or no, to like the venue that they were supposed to be doing a show at. He was like, give me money for Al now. Give me money for my taxi. He's basically he's having to demand money for every expense, but he has not only the confidence to do it, but I guess they're just at that level. He could do that.
Yeah, they're not the up and coming. They're famous people now. They're on a European tour, so people want to see them.
And exactly, that's also to note. So, like at the end of Atlanta season 2, they went to Europe, but this is a whole year later after that. Like this is their second time around, I guess, doing the tour. So maybe they only went to like Europe for a little bit to do a show or a couple shows.
Yeah, one or open up for someone, not be the actual headliner. But yeah, this show was referenced before in the earlier seasons. Yeah, true.
So,
or maybe they did something in this season because we've been to Europe before, or something like that.
Yeah, but this is probably like their longer stint in Europe for them.
Fact.
So yeah, and so this is when they start to notice. I guess it's coming up on Christmas time, and they see a bunch of people walking through the streets in blackface, and
when they try to describe it, someone just crawling through the chimney or something like that. I was like, hey, yo, that's
he was helping Santa pushing through the chimney or something. Yeah,
that's a great way. That's clever how y'all tried to push the narrative and how y'all tried to flip it. They were saying that before they got into the van. I was like, hey, yeah.
I appreciate the rebrand.
yeah, the rebrand. Facts.
Rebrand of the blackface, all that jazz. Oh yeah, so that's the thing about like your like. I mean, I don't even know. I should look this up. So, observing the tradition of Zwarte Piet, a Christmas figure. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Looking at his picture when I click it on the Wikipedia is like pure blackface. Extra like nighttime black, giant red lips, Ugh. It's effed up. The hat is like, I mean, it's a cool outfit. He is almost like a, I guess it's kind of like a black Santa in essence. He has a blue bag, a giant blue bag. Is he a good guy or a bad? Oh my god. Oh no.
Unless you actually live there, I don't think you have to like actually go there during that time to try to find the best history. But yeah, it's I don't know how I don't still don't say I don't know how I feel about that because I was like you said they did a good rebrand with that. Because yeah, I'm just like
I
whoa.
am literally flipping through the Wikipedia and seeing real white people in blackface right now. It's kind of crazy. Oh
'Cause I
my
believe
god.
'cause I believe also in the episode he left his laptop so they had to get the laptop sent and everything. And they didn't even they didn't even end up performing, which just made it even funnier. Because when it was time for them to go perform, they
And so,
seen all the people, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not performing this." And I was like, "Yeah." And then Aaron was like, "Why aren't you sick? Feeling all right? You sick or something?" And he's like, "Come look at this." And just seeing everybody in the crowd, I was like, yeah. I probably wouldn't have performed either.
all right.
Even if I did, the history behind it, I was like, I don't know. I
Uh,
just have to see how I felt in the heat of the moment seeing that. If I
so
was a famous artist.
in
Yeah.
2013, there was a survey. 90% of the Dutch public, this is in Dutch or whatever, uh, did not perceive Zwart Piet to be a racist character. It did not associate him with slavery and were opposed to altering the character's appearance. So like there have been this is an interesting look at. So there are two. I'm looking at two images of protests. One is a crowd of like some white people, a bunch of white people, and they're like, "No, we should not have this character." And then the other crowd, it's still a lot of white people, but there are black people, and it's a Black Lives Matter uh, protest. Uh, and they're effing like, we keep this guy, keep this character. So that is an
So,
interesting.
so some want it and some don't.
Yeah, some want it because it's seen like I guess yeah, it's seen as a uh I don't know a positive figure.
Yeah, they said it had no ties to slavery.
And as late as
Yeah,
2020, still almost 80% do not think it's racist. That's
yeah, I'd
crazy.
have to, because I want to go there for sure. I just have to try to like go there and try to like learn the history myself, or try to learn as much as I can about it myself and see. 'Cause, yeah, it's it like you said, that was a great rebrand how they spun it. You don't know what you don't know, and until you know what you don't know, then you can't really say on what you don't know. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And I also think it's interesting, just like, I don't know, like, we do a bunch of things that are offensive to plenty of different other countries. As Americans, just Americans, period. But also, it's different. It's weird. It's different. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But also, we're Americans, so who are we? Who are we to say as well? Uh, so yeah, so that's going on. Also, meanwhile, this is a fun B story here. Is how Van and Darius sort of going through
Yeah.
Europe. Darius is probably in his absolute like he's in bliss mode pretty much all these episodes for the most part. He's like, this is my Nirvana, or this is my like, I don't know.
This is home away from home. He feels very comfortable wherever he's at in Europe.
I do
Kind of like
wonder,
me. I felt
like,
very comfortable in Europe.
there's not as many black people in Europe, and you've been in Europe, so like, how does it feel to be a black person walking around?
Hey, like it's really the parts of Europe I've been to. It's you'd be surprised, man. Black people are everywhere, and and a lot of countries in Europe have the universities with a whole bunch of travel abroad students. So, like when parts of Europe I was in, I seen a lot of Ethiopian, Nigerian, people from Africa, all over the world. People from Australia. It's like literally like they have so many different, which I didn't even expect. So many different types of people there, not just European, not just random regular white European people, or whoever native to that country. Say if I'm in Latvia, it's not just Latvian native Latvians. It's like you get people study abroad from people from Africa, America, all over the world, South America, Italy, France. Like it's literally they're everywhere. It's like people, all kind of different people everywhere. So it's very refreshing to see. But then, now they can tell where who's a regular American black person versus who's a black person from another country.
Right.
So
Well, it's just because how we Americans, I think, are just so clunky and weird and effing uh they're loud and brash. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Uh,
did I tell you about did I tell you about the time I was in Poland doing for the first time I was there? We went out to eat and because it was like it was a group of us. It was like a group of me and my friends. It was majority of us was black, but we also had one of my other friends who was white, and some other female friends also with us who was Hispanic and black. But it was mostly black. But we was leaving, and it's so funny because we was leaving, and I was holding the door as we was leaving out. I was holding the door for some people to come in, and there was this little kid who was just looking at me, just staring at me. Like it was, I was just like, why is he just looking at me? And he was like, I just glazing as you walk by. He was just like dead ass staring. I was like, hey. I just felt like I was like, just a celebrity or something. I was like, hey man, I guess, man, something. I guess I made your day, made your life, seeing. Yes, we do exist, or I guess cause seeing American, because yes, like look, black people everywhere, man. Europe, South America, Asia, America, China. I ain't gonna say how many in Russia, but yeah, they're all everywhere, all over the world, man. And it's very refreshing to see.
all right. So yeah, they're going around. They're doing their thing. So and also, so this is another thing. So Van and Ern are in a weird spot. I guess again, they're always in a weird spot, but this is a more weird because Van's just in Europe, kind of just being like, I'm just here on vacation and sort of just
Mm-hmm.
utilizing Ern for like, I guess room and board. I guess mostly.
Lauren's gonna take care of her. She's just trying to find herself as well, I think,
Yeah,
because she doesn't. That she's he does. He's just trying to get his career off the ground, get his money and stuff. And yeah,
and I think it like Ern's also in 100% manager mode. I think we alluded to that last time. Like he's like locked in 100%. He's sort of only ever thinking about like getting sinking out to a place on time, get him going, and that's pretty much it. And
yeah. Because you remember the episode where he lost the phone? I was like, yeah, he's definitely in 100% manager mode.
mm-hmm,
Because
mm-hmm.
I was just kicking with him backstage, but I was just like worrying about security and getting everything, this and that, and yeah,
Exactly,
man,
exactly. Uh,
that episode was funny.
while Van and Darius are just sort of effing around, they've run into a van full of, what are they, like nuns or something? And they drive
It
them
was there
somewhere?
some,
Some
I
church
don't know
group or
exactly.
something?
There was going to some group of people who was going to see someone who apparently was on his deathbed. Some kind of last a little wake or something like
It
that,
was,
which is it was
yeah, it was a wake, what we think at least. And then, the man resembles Tupac.
yeah, and they didn't show his face on purpose. So I
Yeah,
was like, hey,
they show
man,
it eventually, but we'll get to that. Uh,
yeah.
so while they're sort of like at Tupac's wake, uh, to Ern and Al are like trying to deal with the stinking, I don't know, venue people. I'm forgetting. It's been a while, man.
No, they were trying to deal with the venue people, and they had, he had to get his laptop sent because he left it in another country, and
yeah, a
and
bunch of
then
yeah, more
he had
just
he had to bail once he got him bailed out and stuff from jail, and he seen all the people in the crowd happy for him to get out, and they was in the blackface and stuff. He seen the little baby in the blackface. He was just a little weirded out by it, and then when they finally got to the venue and stuff. They get the laptop. Ern gets the laptop, and Darius links up with them. Darius is back with them, I believe, at this time. And then they see the people in the crowd, and Paperboy's just like, nah, I'm not feeling it. Ern sees the people in the crowd, but yeah, he tells Al to go outside. He'll talk to the dude, and when he tells the dude that like that Paperboy's sick or something like that, he's like, hey man, you can get your money back with the whole insurance and all that. So it's all good, but he got like hella mad and just chased Ern
that's
and all
right,
that.
that's right. So like yeah, so of course when Al walks out and sees a sea of effing blackface, He's like, nah, I can't do that. Like, that is interesting. But then, so yeah, Ern then talks to the promoter, or the effing guy who set the whole thing up. He's like, hey, look, you're gonna make more money from the insurance because we canceled on you than you would have if, we did it. So it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
And then the guy is like, I will destroy you. And he basically goes and chases after Ern. Uh, and the funniest part, the funniest joke, is in the
Yeah.
sea of black-faced white people, the guy mistakes one of them for Ern and starts beating the fudge out of him. He's like, "Why are you making me do this, Ern?" And Ern is just like, "Huh." Shrugs it off and just walks away. Like, all right, I made it out.
Yeah, facts. I was like, they beat, and then the crowd surrounding. I was like, hey, this is funny as hell. Man. I was like, bro, this is like, I was like, bro, yep. It was like, this is just one of those, like, man, this is one of these goaded, just one, like, however that whole episode and how it was formulated, playing out to the last minute detail. I was just like, man, this is some good television right here.
Yeah. Uh. So then, so Van, back at Van and the stinking wake and stuff. I guess she was talking to like one of the people there, kind of, trying to get some,
Yeah.
being like, oh, I'm just sort of lost, don't know what I'm doing with my life. And, since they're there, it's a wake sort of situation, they're all sort of existential, talking about death and stuff and jazz, I don't know. And how you should live your life and stuff. I don't know. And there's a point where they're like, does anybody have any last words to say to this man? Uh, and Van walks over there, and she, like, holds his hand or something and says, like, what? Like, it'll be okay or something like that? Or it's okay or something like that. Yeah, heartfelt eulogy when asked. And then immediately after that, like this thing comes down from the bed, this plastic, clamps down
Yeah.
on the man's face. It is a bald man with a mustache. If it is Tupac, who hadn't died for some reason, like Elvis, like people thought, he effing thinking this is it now, and we watch this man suffocate to death. I wonder
Yeah,
what
I'm
this
like, bro,
is.
fuck.
What is this like? Is I wonder what level of strange this is supposed to be. Like, is this ridiculous, or is it supposed to be like significant of something? Of like the death of Tupac again. I don't know.
Yeah. Cause the whole surrounding theory, conspiracy theory is Tupac isn't dead, but they would say Tupac's in Africa. So I think that was the play on of that. The Tupac isn't dead and all that stuff like that, and yeah,
And also, but like it's like hmm. I wonder if it's like I don't know. There's always, and this is just a stupid philosophy sort of thing of like wherever you go, there you are. All this jazz of like even when you go through and this is probably especially for Vans in general sort of arc in this season. Oh my god, I stopped recording. I gotta press record on the camera again. Oh my goodness. It doesn't matter. We'll just do audio. I'll just have it on your face for those minutes, whatever. Uh,
yeah,
but yeah, but like Van's main arc in this season, which I think she probably has the most to do really this season, strangely, uh, is like she goes over here to sort of find herself or escape herself or whatever, but it's like she just kind of can't. I think the idea of Tupac, uh, everybody has this hope that maybe Tupac is still alive out there because effed up, I guess, how he died and the potentials of what could have been, whatever. And that's why people always feel like that when they're like, oh, maybe they're really still alive. The idea of Tupac died in Amsterdam. Like, even if he was alive, well, guess what? He's dead again, and you don't even get to have the dream of the idea that Tupac could still be alive. Now you know for real. I don't know. I like that sort of idea. Just like
yeah. Yeah,
it's all
just
effed
play on the
anyway.
whole conspiracy theory that Tupac really isn't dead and now he is dead, so you can just put those theories to bed, and yeah.
And it's
But I was
like,
like, man,
did it
'cause I
ever
think he had a
matter?
bad winner, and he was bald, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember seeing his face much. I think they only showed his face after
With the
the
plastic on him, yeah.
yeah,
He was bald.
and I
He
think
had a mustache. I don't know if he had a chain on though.
Yeah.
That's just my idea of putting. But yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting idea. It's also like the idea of like the American dream being dead.